Seems like destiny. That's really awesome. Kody sack. It's like a knife to the kidneys. Welcome to the Fifth Wife.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Fifth Wife, a SisterWives Recap Podcast. My name is Brianna. I am the unofficial fifth wife that nobody asked for, nobody wanted, kind of like Robin, but here I am. Oh, Kody. If you guys don't know who I am and you have just happened upon this podcast, hi, I'm Brianna. I do SisterWives content over on TikTok, and I have dubbed myself the official Robin Brown impersonator. Okay, so if you don't like that, I'm sorry guys, you're not gonna like me, because my Kody, I don't know why the other wives don't want to sit on the porch with me, Kody. You're not gonna like this because there's gonna be a lot of that, babe. So thanks for coming. If you guys do love it, hey, thanks for being here. Again, if you want to watch this over on YouTube, come watch along. I do have my lovely co-host Nala. Insert here my little French bulldog. She is sleeping. Okay, and she's a sleepy girl, so you might not get to see a lot of her, but she's very cute, so you have to take my word for that. Today we are going to be recapping season 19, episode 21, The Land of the Milk and Honey. Okay, but before we get into doing that, I just want to do a little chit chat before. So if you're not interested in that and you just want to hear the recap, go right on ahead. I'll put a timestamp in the notes so you can know where to skip to. But before we get into that, I do want to say this horrendous story that happened to me this week, because I had all intentions of getting this episode out Tuesday. Okay, I got home from work, I start recording because I don't get the screeners, so I took all my notes. I'm like, okay, we're doing this. I go up to the 45th floor of my apartment building because I was like, no one's gonna be there, right? So I take my fucking ring light, my stupid little tripod, feeling like a wannabe influencer, my blue Yeti microphone that everybody has, like Mary. Okay, annoying. And I go set up, and I'm like, all right, just relax. Like, this is not as embarrassing as you think. If you know you're just another white girl starting a podcast, right? So I just start talking, and I have my camera that's recording, and then my first blow happens. Camera dies. I'm like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, oh, whatever, that's fine. I improvise. Nevertheless, she persists. I think that's what it's the saying. Anyways. So then I'm like, okay, set up my phone to record. Great. So I thought. So I'm just plugging along. I'm like, all right, I'm praying to God that no one's coming in this room. All right. And I'm just talking my shit, going along. Then I hear the door open. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Who's this going to be? Okay. And it's this, couldn't have been a nicer lady. She was this Eastern European woman. Not a lick of English, which is great for me because I look like such a fucking dumbass with my stupid ring light. I'm like regretting every decision I've ever made. I'm like, why am I doing a podcast? Like, why? And a solo podcast at that? Like, girl, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Then this woman is like, I'm like, hi. And she just looks at me, like, smiles, a little wave. I'm like, okay, like, yeah. Then I'm like, can you leave? I didn't ask this, but I'm like, oh my God, can you leave, please? I just want to finish recording because it's all, mind you, it's also like 9:30 at night. I'm tired. And so then she's like looking at me, trying to fucking open the door to like our patio pool area. And I'm like, oh, it's closed. And she's just yanking on it. I'm like, oh, it's closed for the season. Like, they're opening it soon. And then she just like looks at me in disgust and then just walks away. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope I wasn't rude. You know, like, number one problem. Then I'm like, okay, get back to recording. And like, I was like, I even said in the episode, I'm like, oh, haha, it's gonna be so funny to watch me look like an idiot in front of this lady. Like, as I like quickly turned off my ring light so I didn't look like that much of a dumbass. Anyways, I keep on keeping on, and all of a sudden, I look at my phone, and the reflection of the window, not recording. I start crashing out. I'm like, are you goddamn kidding me? Like, this is not meant to be. Like, I don't deserve a podcast. Like, someone just told me, you should have podcasts, no podcasts. So, finish the episode, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I won't do the video. Like, everyone will understand. I'm used to TikTok. I'm not used to, like, the camera video editing thing. Well, you guys, I listened to the audio. Sorry, that probably just blew out your ears. I'm listening to the audio, and yeah, there's this little like tip tapping the whole time. I'm like, are you? I just had a mental breakdown because I'm like, this is the only day I could fucking record this. And like this one sweet girl, I think her name is Brianna on TikTok, was like, girl, where's your episode? I'm like so looking forward to it. I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I'd be better at this. But here we are. So thanks for bearing with me for that stupid ass story. Don't know why I told it. There'll be more of those. So let's get into, so nevertheless, here we are, Friday. Happy Friday, 3 o'clock, recording this finally, and another episode's coming out, so we're just gonna be back to back. I am going to be recording my Patreon episode after this, probably 2 of them, for the vintage episodes of SisterWives, and I'm starting on season 1, episode 2, so if you want to go listen to me, and you like me enough to recap those, please join me for that. I might release a free one to kind of get the interest peaked for those. Anyway, so let's get into it. That's about 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's write that down. Okay, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. Great. So the episode starts on the cliffhanger that we left off on on season 19, part A, okay? With Janelle going cross country to North Carolina, Christine and David in the other truck, and we're back, okay? And thank God Truly is in the other truck with Janelle. I would have picked that too. I would have, hands down, you couldn't pay me to go with Christine and David. I would have been like, no, they're gonna be fucking making out, giving each other, like touching each other over their clothes, like doing a little bit of like dry humping or a little over the pants hand job action, like in the car, like, no, I'm good. So Truly goes in Janelle's truck. Janelle, I think, had like earbuds in, and you know Truly also had her own like headphones on, and you know they were not talking the entire way. Silent. But I have a bone to pick, okay, because my vagina has never been drier than when I heard David Woolley ask Christine for a wipey. He gets in the car after getting his gas, and he goes, oh, Christine, like, do you have a wipey for me? Like, I hate the smell of gas, Christine. David, excuse me? I have never seen a more unsexual man in my life than David Woolley. Like, I can't even. I was getting a bunch of, not hate, but I was getting a bunch of people in like my TikTok comments being like, oh, like, I used to like you, but I can't get behind your view of Christine. Okay. People are coming at me for like my hate on Christine, but like I need to say this. I stood for Christine like during her divorce. Like I was here for all the pettiness, all the drama, but I'm so fucking sick and tired of the pushing of her MLM, okay? And then the forcing down our throats how happy, again, quote unquote, how happy her and David are, because to me it's giving like people that post like that aren't that happy, and I'm glad she's like doing the pettiness for the show. I'm just hoping that doesn't like leak over into like their actual marriage outside of the show, because that's gonna get real old real fast. Like if I had to hear about my boyfriend's ex constantly, even if you're telling me I'm better than them, obviously, but like I don't want to hear it, babe. I'm not interested in constantly bringing up your past life that has nothing to do with me. Weird. Anyways, let's get back to the fucking wipey of it all. And so David lets us onto something that we already know, right? That Janelle's having a farm, and we've known this for like a year, right? And even to this day, on what day is it? April 25th. Janelle still has no movement on her farm. The permits in North Carolina are crazy, and they're making Maddie's backyard the farm. Yeah. That's a very brown business tactic, because they never can have a successful business. So I fear for Janelle that like she's, all of her money that she says, again, spoiler, jumping all around here, but all of her money is just, I want it to work for her, but like it's not looking good. Okay, it's not looking good. And then okay, so back to Janelle and her farm, and Dave's like, oh, that's gotta be so great for Janelle. I'm like, oh. And Janelle's like, well, yeah, I'm officially moving. I only have 2 kids left in Flagstaff, Savannah and Gabe, and I'm out of here. Want to go like live in North Carolina. And the cameraman does this like Law and Order SVU-esque like style, where she's like, they built a room for me above the garage, and then the camera's like, don't, like into where she's gonna be staying. And I'm like, oh my god, I hope she has no fucking like stalkers or anything like that, like, because we're knowing where Janelle's actually sleeping, like even to this day, because doesn't have a house. The house is still not built. all right? But we know that she wants to have a big old porch. And I just want to sit on the porch with my sister wives, Kody. So we find out that Janelle has always been on her own and independent, which we know. And she's gone on trips by herself since their first rental house in Vegas, to which I say, like, where's Janelle going? I feel like she's going on, like, road trips, but I don't think Janelle's, like, traveling to Stonehenge, like Mary, okay? Or, like, maybe she's going with her MLM things or whatever, but she let us in on this little tidbit that she's like, well, I knew if I wait on Kody, he's not coming. He's not coming. Like, I would be waiting forever if I were to wait for him to go do things because he's spending his time with fucking Robin. Probably. Okay. And then Christine lets us know that I'm just like such a stronger woman. Right, David? Like, I am so much stronger now that, like, I am with you. Right, David? Okay. Who are you trying to convince here? Like, you are so much, like, and yes, you, like, my opinion on Christine is, like, yes, you are, like, this, you have grown so much from, like, your horrible marriage with Kody, and, like, she's had it really rough with Kody, like, more than I think the viewers know, and I stand behind that, but, like, I'm gonna side with Kody for 1 second here, when he was like, I don't know who was, you know, they were trying to pretend like they were having more fun than anybody at the wedding, which was at Logan's wedding, and that's what Christine is constantly doing. She's constantly trying to, like, prove that she is, like, so much better off, like, so much happier, and it's just annoying as fuck to me for some reason. It, like, just again makes me, like, feel like you're trying to convince yourself. And then David says this really weird thing where he's like, oh, Christine, like, oh, like, you know, our relationship is not 50-50, it's 100. What do you, well, there's two people in a relationship, and, like, don't you want to be 50-50? Like, I get the sentiment of being like, oh, you want 100% from the other person, but, like, you said a relationship's 100. It just, like, didn't make any sense to me. I was like, what? Okay, David. Like, all right, good Utah math, babe. Sorry to all Utonians out there. I didn't mean it that way. I probably meant polymath because he comes from polygamous. And so then we go into the keeping score in a polygamous marriage, and this is where David lets us in on this little fun story where he's like, oh, Christine, like, I just, you know, one day I woke up to my sister and her sister wife fighting, and it was over stereo. Can you tell him more, like, can you be more, like, exciting, please? Like, I don't need to hear about them fighting over stereo. Tell me who's fucking. Like, give me something. Like, tell me that you heard them fucking through the wall, like, the other one was pissed. Not a stereo. Then Christine tells us, lets us in on this little piece of information that we did not know. That she got the hand-me-downs. Christine got all the hand-me-downs. And she got all the scraps, sorry. And Robin got the better dishes, couches, decorations. And Christine just always wondered, like, why am I just getting the scraps? You did get the scraps. You were basement wife. And also, Robin had a spending problem. As we know, allegedly $60K to dolls. Okay, she always had all the shiny new things. You did get the scraps, okay? And then Robin tells us, and she, like, maniacally laughs here, and she's just like, oh, Kody, like, if you're keeping score, like, on a scoreboard, like, you know, like a lady doing sports, like, you know, what do you, like, enemies, Kody? You're the only one that doesn't have to keep score, Robs, because he's always at your house. Like, he's always with you, always doing what you want, sticking up for you. You never have to worry about the score because you're winning. You are winning by a million. The other ladies have to keep score because they're like, oh, wait, what? He said he wasn't going to do that again, and then he just did it. He said he was at Robin's house last night, and then he's there again tonight, and the next night, and the next night. Something's up. You take people based off of their behavior, not and what they show you versus their words. So yeah, you gotta keep score sometimes, Robin, because you're getting everything. Okay, and you were the ladies' enemies, and so where are we? I just lost my place in my notes. Hey, you guys. Oh my God, I know where we're at. We're at the makeup, because this was, like, one of my favorite things to learn from this episode, where Christine lets us in on like, oh, how she was so insecure because like Kody always wanted everyone to look good. And we get this little camping story. Now remember this, I think it was 4th of July rebellion. And if you know, you know. Kody said like, oh, I think allegedly through Christine that he likes a woman to wear makeup and to look nice all the time. And Christine hated camping because the entire time I was camping, David, Robin was putting on her makeup, and me and Janelle were taking care of the kids. Like we were, you know, trying to do, you know, just make sure everyone's good. And she's just putting on her makeup. And on the 4th of July rebellion, you guys, I remember Hunter is bitching. He's bitching up a storm. He's like, I just want to go fucking fishing. Like, why can't we just go fishing, Mom? Like, da-da-da. Because Robin's in the tent. They're just putting on makeup. And it was Robin and Mary putting on the makeup. And here we go. Editors actually working and actually doing their job. And then they insert the clip of Robin camping, putting on her makeup. Now, Robin comes out, and her side of the story here is, oh, like, well, you know, when I was camping Kody, I was like 6 months pregnant, and like, oh, I was so sick a lot. I was so sick. Like, do you remember when I took like tried to like get the ladies to like be so fat on TV, and like you know, they came from Bill the Trainer, Kody, and we went to like the buffet, and all I could eat, like all they had was salad, and I just ate like a shitload of chicken lo mein, Kody. Yeah, so I did that, and I was so sick during that too, Kody. And then when we went camping too, like I was just barfing all night. On my hands and knees, Kody, I was just barfing all night, barfing my guts up, Kody. Like, I don't know what to tell the other ladies. Like, it's sorry that like I also just happened to look really, really good, Kody, too. Like, after barfing, like they're probably just so, you know, they're just jealous, Kody. They're jealous of us, Kody. Yeah, that was almost verbatim from the show, so, you know. But why are you such a fucking liar, Camille? Because I did do the math. She was pregnant, but I also did a little Google search because I am not a mom. I'm not a mom besides Tanala, and my frog Wasabi. But I needed to do a little Google. I was like, do you still get like sick 6 months when you're 6 months pregnant? No. The answer was overwhelmingly, you're not getting morning sickness when you're 6 months pregnant. Like, that time has passed. So one, she's lying. Robin loves the excuse of I'm pregnant, or I have the tenders, I have little babies that I need to take care of. And so she was just fucking lying, as she always does. And again, editors doing the damn thing when she put the little insert of the clip, and Janelle comes in, or Mary, sorry, hello. Mary is like now kind of like corroborating the story of like, yeah, I know Kody did, like, you know, he used to buy me outfits, which is, this is where like I always wonder like why the fuck they always had matching outfits. Like, her and Kody always had a matching outfit, and like when you see like their old pictures and stuff together. And then so that's where that comes from. And then, sorry, I thought I heard somebody. Scary. So that, and then she's like, well, but also he never pressured us to look good. Mary, worthy up, girl. Like, this is your time. This is your time to be like, yeah, that fucking loser made me dress up, made me put makeup on. He always wanted me to look good. Like, come on, stand with your girls. Like, you could be so in with Janelle and Christine if you just like, oh, I don't know, worthied up a little bit. So then then Christine is like, oh, it's so hard not to constantly compare yourself, which, like, duh. So why being a sister wife doesn't work, and I think the Browns have like single-handedly proven that. I think Amanda and Jody from We Love to Hate Everything always say like they ruined polygamy. Like, I don't think like the polygamy is now gone because of them. Like, they deterred everyone from like not being in it, other than like polyamory. Like, polyamory is like the new polygamy, because that's the only way it's gonna work. I think even that is kind of, I don't know. And then Janelle was just like, you know, Christine gets all, you know, pissed off like about this kind of stuff, and you know what, I don't really care. You know, it is what it is. It didn't ruin my time camping, because, you know, I love to camp. You know, I love camping. You know, that's what I'm gonna do out on my land. I'm just gonna put up a tent and camp. And then Kody comes back on this. I need to stop saying and then. Kody, there we go. Kody comes on the screen. And he's like, well, you know, my first three wives were from Dump and Lump, and, you know, we'd have to hunker down, and, you know, we did everything we could, just enough to survive. Just enough to survive. I was always in the doghouse with someone. And, oh, I don't know, Kody, maybe that's because you were doing a fucking horrible job being a sister wife, because you're doing a horrible job being a husband. You love to pit the women against each other, clearly. You hate when they're getting along. You get jealous that the wives have a good relationship, i.e. Christine and Janelle, and Robin and Mary. Like, I don't think jumping out here, I don't think they've ever had a good relationship. I don't think Robin and Mary were ever that good of friends. Like, they like to try to make us think that they were. Okay. But yeah, Kody didn't do a good job. He made all these women feel insecure. So yeah, okay, maybe that's why you're always in the doghouse. All right. And you don't listen. You don't listen when they're telling you have a problem. They're just like bitching to you. And then Miss Cole's Cash comes on in and she's like, oh, I just felt like there was so much unfair infighting going on. Like, and I was targeted. Like, little poor me, I was targeted because I got everything and they didn't. You know, like jumping to conclusions that I'm the favorite, Kody. Name calling that I'm the favorite and the prettiest and oh, maybe the skinniest too. You know, like, I just don't know. Like, I just think, like, they just need to get over it, Kody. Like, I don't know. I'm just sitting there. It's really hard. And then she's, like, saying all this and, like, just looking up, lying through her fucking teeth. And she's like, oh, we just had such little trust, you know. And that was just really hard. Really hard. And then, shut up, Brianna. Jesus. David. I really do have a lot of fun traveling with you, Christine. Playing cards, you know, or watching Star Trek. And then we get the from Christine. Girl, shut the fuck up. These conversations, I don't care. And I don't care. And Christine's like, oh yeah, you did make me have to watch Star Trek. Oh my God. We know your weird ass was watching, maybe you're watching Star Trek too, but like you liked, your celebrity crush was the guy from Morgan from Criminal Minds. Couldn't look more different than David. And that like weird ogre thing. So you're into all this shit. Okay, don't pretend like David's the one that got you into it. And I don't know. So if they do a spin-off of David and Christine, I don't think I can watch that, you guys. That would physically pain me, I think, to have to watch them on a show together. That would be my 13th reason, I'm pretty sure. So we're in pair one with Mary, Worthy Up, yeah girl, with just Jen. And Jen and Mary are trying to, they're acting for their acting 101 class because Jen is, well, just Mary's mouthpiece, number one. Okay. And then Jen is just, oh, Mary, did you just come in here because you got my email, girl? Like, oh, did you just get my email? Insert Robin. We're gonna start talking shit about Robin. And Mary's like, just throws herself into a room. She just comes barreling. Like, her and her shoulders are just like throwing themselves into every single room that she can. And she's like, oh, and no, Jen, I get this is what you're doing. Like, you have to set up the scene. Like, I understand. Like, that's the whole point. But can we do better? Like, can we make this a little bit more believable, please? And Jen lets us in on this little tidbit that Mary's website has been getting emails because people that have purchased My Sister Wives Closet stuff has yet to receive it. And I've seen this like circulating on Reddit that like multiple people have tried to buy stuff and then she just doesn't send it out, doesn't get it. But some people also do. Again, mentioning my girls from We Love to Hate Everything, Amanda and Jody. They've gotten a handful of items from viewers and watchers that have sent them stuff and they actually get it, okay? But it's just great. And then we get Robin coming on the screen being like, oh, like, I started My Sister Wives Closet, like, oh, I don't know, like 10 years ago, Kody, because I'm such a successful business lady. I love business. I love business and I love God. Yes. And, like, I had to put on pause. I had to put on pause because Aurora, like, she wants to be an astronomer. I don't know, but she's gonna come back, like, because she's been doing all my orders for me, Kody. And so, like, you know, like sometimes like people just sneak in an order. They just sneak it in, and like, you know, I don't know. Just they sneak it in and then yeah, I don't know. Girl, you just admitted to fraud. Like you are not running your business anymore, right? And now Mary has gotten not one but 2 emails from someone be like, can you fucking help me out? I want my shitty ass jewelry from my sister's closet and I'm not getting it. I'm not fucking getting it. And like my thing is I've had my own Shopify before. I used to make like vintage clothing, or would buy vintage clothing and then resell it, put my little spin on it and resell it. And then it's not that hard to disable a website. It's really not, especially the cart portion, because you don't want to be collecting money from people and then just never giving it to them. Okay, we're back. I had to do a little bit of a pause. I was a little chilly. Frog was making noise, all this good stuff. But like I was saying, I have this vintage clothing company that I would buy, resell, whatever, have my own shop. It's so easy to disable a website, by the way. Like I said on TikTok, you either just stop paying for it or you press the little disable button, which I don't think she knows what the fuck she's doing. Again, Aurora was, I think, doing all of the work for her, okay? And now I lost my place in my notes. Like, what the fuck? I just made a TikTok talking about Mykelti and Tony's gender reveal and how fucking horrible that was for baby Avalon. Okay, named after a fucking car, like a loser. Sorry, Avalon. I'm sure you're great. Okay, where am I? We were talking about Robyn committing fraud. Okay, guys, what do you think about this? Because I think this is like, do we think she's just that fucking stupid? I mean, she has to be. She has to be just that stupid that she's just admitting this on air, that she's just, they're just slipping through, Kody. I don't know how to do it. And like fucking Jen is over here just being Mary's mouthpiece and just saying everything that Mary like literally wants to say, but it's too pussy to say it because she's so scared, because she doesn't want to hurt Kody or Robyn's feelings. And like, I know that's fucking true. I know. Again, I'll scream this from the rooftop. I think Mary would do anything to get back with fucking Kody. And she can't talk about Robyn the way that she wants to. So she's having her quote unquote bitches do it. Salty birches. Okay. Fucking lame. Do all of her talking for her. It's so annoying. And then so Mary tells us about like, oh, well, I want to work on things with Robyn if she'd put in the effort. And I think like Mary really changed her tune on Robyn post-COVID and seeing those scenes play out on TV and how Robyn was the one that was in control of everything. Kody was asking her like, oh, like, can Mary come over today? And she's like, oh, no, she can't come over, Kody. No way can she come over. No. And, like, my point to that is, like, wouldn't you think, like, hey, Mary's following the rules. We want everyone to follow the rules. So, like, if we reward her, in quotes, for following the rules, we can then see everyone else. And then they'll start doing it. But no, Kody, we didn't want to see everyone else. No, like, it's either one that they were so scared, which I have a problem believing because of their politics, and I'm just guessing here that Kody is a freedom lover, so we know what way he's going, and I don't think he had the fucking vaccine, so they just didn't want to see the rest of the family. It's plain and simple. And then, like, that whole pathetic, oh, you want to s'more Kody? Oh, there's an open door. You want to s'more Kody? Like, oh, he made it for you. Like, she had it out for Mary so hard because she doesn't want to be the only wife. She wants to be the favor wife, and without any other wives, and especially Mary. Mary was like no competition, easy to talk shit about too with Kody, and she just felt so superior. Okay, we're back again. I'm sorry, you guys. We are learning all of this together for the first time. And we're doing it together. So like I was saying, Robyn just wanted Mary to be there just to keep hanging on so she could feel just better about herself. So Robyn is sitting there just telling us like, oh, like I heard Mary just like, she doesn't want to be friends with like her ex-husband's wife, you know, like she doesn't know how it's gonna work. Well, Mary, it's gonna work the exact same way that it's been working the past 10 years, because that's what you guys have been doing. You have been Kody's ex-wife since you cheated on him with a catfish. There isn't, like, you have not been a quote unquote married couple in so fucking long that like it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even like nothing in your relationship with Robin will change other than like you might be talking shit about Kody finally with her, but you probably won't because again you want his ass back so bad and you do anything for it. So like this is I think an attempt by Mary just to be like, oh, like I'm gonna see what they're gonna, why am I doing Robin for Mary? It's just annoying as fuck, and like I don't understand what, like in Mary's head it's like this is the defining, like we're done, but you've been done, babe. Like there's no coming back. And your relationship with Robert will never change. So it's just annoying. And so then we get into also the part of the episode where Mary drops a bomb that like Robin and her kids only went to Robin's or Mary's house twice, and I got the house for her so she could play with her kids outside. Like that's why I got it. Girl, no, you didn't. You wanted a fucking mansion so you could sit in your house by yourself and look how much money you have, but you're so lonely and there's no one else to... I bought this house to fill with children. Like, there's nothing to fill this house with. And Robin didn't want to hang out with you. I'm sorry. Like, Robin came over to film, and that's really it. And Robin sits here and gaslights us to be like, oh no, I had five kids at home, Kody. Like I had 5 kids. Like it was crazy. And then our schedule as well. Just like, oh, mishmash. Like we didn't really like line up on our schedules and stuff like that. It was so hard. To which I say, bitch, you literally had, yes, you have 5 children in total, but Dan is a literal adult in college studying, graduated, that you followed to fucking Flagstaff so he could get his degree, and he's just trying to get away from you, but you just followed him. Fine. And he's living out in a trailer on your property, and going to national parks. Okay, so he does not count. He is doing his own thing at this point. Then you have Aurora, who is, I forgot, she's an adult. Bye. She's a triplet, just like fucking Gwen and Gabriel. She's a part of the fucking triplets that she measled her way on in there so she could be accepted by the family, Kody. So she also doesn't count. She's in college. And we all know from their ugly fucking McMansion, rather, she has her own entrance in the basement. You don't even have to see her. So again, doesn't count. And she should be going out and doing things on her own. She's in college. Then you have fucking Brianna's bitch ass, who's the same age as Savannah, and they graduated the same exact time. She was a teenager. She was in high school at this time. Again, not an issue. You have 2 young children, Salmonella and Areola, okay, that you have to care for during this COVID time and make sure they're doing their online schooling and whatever. Oh, but you really don't have to, because what do you have? Oh, a fucking nanny. What does the nanny do? You have someone watching your kids, so what are you doing? You're playing with your fucking weird-ass dolls all day long? Having your weird Prince Eric with a piercing, ugly-ass blue eyes just staring at you? Like, you're just, like... this blew my mind for her to be like, oh, like our schedules. What do you mean your schedules? And Mary is just sitting at home waiting for you to call her up and hang out with her because she's not seeing her child. She's not going to see her mom. She's not doing anything in hopes that she can get back into Kody's good graces through you. That was, for me, the most egregious part of this entire fucking episode. So... then we have, God, I need to come up with a better transition. I need to stop pointing it out every single time I say, so then. Girl, shut the fuck up. Damn. Don't leave me a bad review, please. Please, for the love of God, just give me 5 stars. I love you. Okay, Robin is telling us, oh, I heard Mary was just talking, like, trash about me in public. Like, I heard from my friends that she was talking about me. Girl, what friends? The producer? You're hearing from your people? Because you don't have any fucking friends. When have we ever seen you with a friend on the show? Literally never. Besides, yeah, so I don't know where the fuck she's getting this from. And then, like... Sorry about that, you guys. I had a little FaceTime call that I had to answer. I'm moving, so trying to figure out subleasers, all that good stuff. Anyways, won't bore you with those little details, but let's get back to Robin hating on Mary's ass. Again, just trying to throw her little shade like she thinks that she can, but she's such a fucking loser. She has no friends. Nothing she can say against Mary will, I think, in our eyes, hurt, or like, nothing Robin can say about Mary is worse than how Robin is, but it's going to affect Mary. Like, Mary's gonna be like, oh, that fucking bitch. She's gonna be pissed off when she sees that. And I hope they show her that in the talkbacks, because that'll be like a funny little bitchy Mary moment that we would get to see. But guys, guess what? We don't have to worry about that for much longer, because we get to go church shopping. Now, if I wasn't doing this or making TikToks, making fun of these fucking losers, I would hate to have to watch this on TV. Now, I did vote when they had their little survey. I'm like, let's see it, because I just want to watch these two weird girls and their mother, and insane Kody, just go out and interact with people that's not their family. Like, I just want to see how weird they are in public, right? So Kody's just like, oh, they're just going shopping and they're just, for churches, and they're just rolling with it. And then we get a whole like weird lesson on how you get baptized, or Robin likes to say, dunk to Kody, for the LDS church. And I really don't care. This storyline to me, again, is I love to be able to talk shit about this, but like for actual television, it's like, what the fuck are we watching? Why are we watching this? This is so fucking stupid. And Kody's like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I get to fucking baptize her ass. I'm so excited. It's crazy. Like, guess what, guys? Even women are baptizing other women. It's crazy. Yeah, Kody, welcome. Welcome to what should be happening all along. I'm sorry, but women are essential for life. So it's not that crazy that women are baptizing other women. Oh, like, women also date women, Kody. Okay? Like, you do have a couple gay children. So crazy. Kody also then gets the wrong emphasis on the wrong word. Oh, said that wrong. He puts the wrong emphasis on a word. He's like, I'm going to baptize her. Kody, again, not how you say that. It's also giving Pachelbel. Listen to Pachelbel, canon and D. So we find out that Aurora is getting dunked in a livestock trough. You guys, this is why we're watching the church shopping storyline. So we find out that Aurora is going in a livestock trough. You honestly couldn't write this better. And Kody's absolutely loving it. He's like, oh, it's so great. Like, and then guess what? They paint it so it matches the carpet so it doesn't look so like, like a livestock trough. Kody, shut the fuck up. It's a livestock trough. She gets to go and get baptized with the animals. How holy. And he's so fucking giddy over this. Robin is so dumb. She is so excited. She's like, oh, Kody, I'm so excited. The band's playing the whole time. And it's not like they're beatboxing or whatever. And, oh, it's just so cool. And, like, I was so excited for Aurora. And she's just like, I'm just sitting there, like, and then everyone's like, oh, Aurora. And, like, I'm like, yeah, Aurora's pretty cool and stuff. And I honestly, that's almost a direct quote for what she said. Aurora's pretty cool and stuff. Okay. You think she's cool because she got baptized again? Okay, I guess. And we find out Kody whispers in Aurora's ear, disgusting, the baptismal prayer. He's like, oh, I just wanted to make sure I was covering the ground for her congregation and because they probably don't know how to do it because they're women. Shut up, Kody. So we're at this dinner. So now we go to Josephine's. Great. The dinner looks disgusting. I am sorry. Like, all the food, I'm like, this is just not, it does not look that good. I mean, I saw them get some crab cakes. We've seen this picture of them on Reddit for quite some time with Aurora's, like, giant-ass bow. It looks so stupid. And I don't even just hate this on Aurora. I hate the whole bow trend in general. Like, it doesn't look good on anyone. You look like an adult baby at this point. I also feel like Areola was giving, like, strict instructions from Robin and Kody. When you're on camera, fucking zip the lip because people are talking shit about you, Areola. People are talking, and we can't have people saying that, like, you're a bad kid, okay? She was silent. Except they did have her talking a few times, and I couldn't understand what they said. I tried to, like, get the, I had my closed captioning on, per usual, and I couldn't make out what she said, but she was talking of salmonella. So I think they, like, maybe either, like, cut it out or were just like, you're not fucking speaking. And, what's that bitch's name? Robin's arm was just like full extent over Areola, which was telling to me. So Robin thinks that they failed. We failed Kody, like, you know, none of our kids joined our church. And like, you think she's going in the right direction with things, like, oh, like, none of your kids join your church because they see how shitty you guys have it. Like, not even just Robin's family, they've been indoctrinated to be like, they're the poor me of it all. But they saw Christine, Janelle, like, none of the kids are in the faith. And you'd think, like, if you had a good experience, at least one child would have joined your faith. But collectively, as a whole, your children are like, fuck this. This is the most dysfunctional family I have ever been a part of in my entire life. Okay? And then so Robin continues, I'm like, oh, like, you know, none of the kids joined the church. It's like, it's such a shame. But you know what? It's because we focus on jealousy. Oh, and it's, you know, if the kids saw a functional family, you know, like, oh. No, again, like I just said, if everyone was like, people were focused on jealousy because they weren't getting what they needed from their husband because he was giving you everything. Let's just throw that out there. We get back with just Jen and Mary. And Jen drops the, again, air quotes with the T. And she's like, well, you had a better relationship with Janelle. And, like, basically, you hated her ass. Remember when you told her that she looked ugly in makeup? Yeah. Like, and you, like, bullied her out of the kitchen? Yeah. But Jen's worthy up here because she starts teasing about the junk journal and be like, no, Mary, like, you got that awesome present from Robin. Like, oh, like, you got the journal. Which the journal gave us so much. Like, obviously, it was so busted and, like, we obviously got like, oh my god, I can't believe she gave her that journey. But then that's how everyone found the dolls. Like, that's how we found out Robin is a doll collector. A doll, not sommelier. What's that other word for collector? Enthusiast? I don't know. Anyways, so they're making fun of it and Mary's like, like, Mary always is laughing like that. Mary just loves to laugh. And she's like, I don't even think Robin would know if I was leaving. Like, I only saw her I was leaving because Kody was there and Nathan had to keep an eye on things, right? Like, and I don't think, like, yeah, Robin would have not come over because she just wanted to make sure there was no funny business going on with Mary and Kody. Well, there was some funny business from Robin and you missed it. Mary backed that ass up into Kody's dick. I also need to say this, and I don't mean to be mean, and I am Mary needs lip filler, okay? She needs that surgery where they, like, take, because this area, like, between her nose and her lip is just so unbelievably large on Mary. And she just, this is so mean, I'm sorry, but, like, she's not that nice. So, like, she just needs a lip lift and then put some fucking filler in there. The Ozempic Mary is, or even just long walks with Zona Mary, she is looking gaunt. Like, very, like, she needs just some TLC with where she lost the weight. Anyways. So Robin reached out to, oh, I already mentioned this. Oopsies. So she reached out to and didn't want to be, she doesn't know how to be friends with her ex-husband's wife. Great. So Robin, oh my god, I jumped ahead, you guys. I'm so sorry. All the fucking convos with Mary and Robin are all kind of meshing together. So let's go to North Carolina, baby, and we're going to check out the land for the very first time. And David's friend is here. Great. I'm so happy to be back with Christine and David. And we get another flashback from their wedding and the fucking lap dance that his friend gave him, which then incited, I don't know which word is correct, Christine to give David that very uncomfortable lap dance where she was just, you know exactly how they fuck. They fuck like he's just, well, he can't because his back hurts. So, you know, she's just fucking just slamming into his dick. It can't feel good for either of them, but she just is so fucking crazy. She doesn't care. She's like, oh my god, I'm just getting fucked. Like, oh my god, it's been so long. Anyways, let's get back on track. Here we go. This is, again, I mentioned this on TikTok, but like, Christine is expecting Janelle to take the exact same steps that she took and being like, you need to fuck someone. That's not, you're not, and she's giving Robin, you're not divorced until you fuck. Like, go taste all the rainbow, Janelle. It was Tony. And she tells David's like, oh yeah, Chris, like, Janelle couldn't, like, there was like one guy in the bar and like, she was gonna hook up with him, so. To Maddie, why are we talking about Janelle hooking up with somebody with her daughter And she was like severely uncomfortable. She's like, yeah, oh God. Because like, I feel like we know so much about Janelle's sex life because she has to like tell us that she is just so, I don't know, because we hear, she told Kody he looked sexy in a ponytail literally one time and growled at him. And then he went on with this narrative of, oh, she only likes me for my 6-pack abs. I'm a piece of meat to Janelle. And then she's like, oh yeah, we have our sex life is fine. But then all the fans are like, oh, she's like kind of asexual, like whatever. And now like she has to be thrown into this. Like we talk so much about Janelle's sex life. It's kind of crazy. So now I would pay any amount of money to watch Kody watch this, to watch this with Kody about everyone making fun of him when he said, oh, my 6-pack of abs, like, oh, it's all Janelle wants me for. And this is, again, David, the petty bitch that he is, he like brings up that the hooking up thing, that which then led into, let's talk shit about Kody, and let's talk about how Janelle only likes him because of his 6-pack of abs. And they all fucking, oh God, I just spilled my water, giggle, he he, about Kody like thinking that he has a 6-pack abs, baby, and you know, he says, oh, you know what, I may not have a 6-pack abs, but I do have buns of steel and washboard abs. Oh, shut the fuck up, Kody. Washboard abs and 6-pack abs, same thing. And let me tell you, I saw the cameo of you doing a fucking walk handstand, and you don't have 6-pack abs or washboard abs. You don't. I'm sorry. You've gotten skinnier. You've gotten more like tone, I guess, but there's no abs. There is no abs. You not eating gluten isn't doing a damn thing for you, brother. So he also just doubled down to the fact that Janelle saw him as a piece of meat. You know, she just saw me as a piece of meat. Sorry your wife likes to have sex with you. My God, what a horrible thing to have, that you have a wife that's actually attracted to you. Because I can't really believe it either. I can't believe that you have a wife that actually is like, oh, you're hot. It's just insane. I also, okay, again, I gotta point something out because we're here to talk shit, right? And recapping and talking shit. Janelle needs to tone her hair very differently. Her confessional, she usually kills it in all of her confessionals with like her dark blue, the greens, like everything. She always looks very put together, but the tone of her hair is like blending into her skin too much. It's too like pale and white versus the usual like yellow, more brassy tones, which she needs to like differentiate. And she's in like a blush color top, which just blends right into her skin. I'm like, girl, and her eyeshadow is gold. Like, really bad look for Janelle. And again, she usually kills it in her talking head, so I don't know what she's doing. We get to them talking about like what they're gonna name their farm they just bought, and I wish we went with the Poppy and Pine, not Tata Farms. It sounds a little bit better. Caleb looks like he is just about to retire. He looks so fucking old and so bad. I can't believe Maddie fucks him. I can't believe how many kids they got. I mean, he is so just fucking busted. And we're now on our way to go see the land. But guess what? Back at Josephine's with the Brown family, with the Kody Brown family. Aurora, I feel lighter after I got, like, you know, I just feel so much lighter, you know, and then Cody's just, like, monologuing. He just, like, goes on this thing, and he's like, yeah, this is the best time you're ever gonna feel it. You may not ever feel this way ever again in your life. And she's like, well, my wedding, I guess, like, my vows. Oh, you think so? You think so? And now we go into the whole, and I've talked about this on TikTok, the whole, like, soulmate talk that they had was so fucked up and weird. Brianna's bitch ass is like, cuts off Aurora mid-sentence and is like, but like, we're being fools not to see, like, take what you guys said and like, didn't learn all the lessons, like, you guys are soulmates. Like, girl, shut the fuck up, number one. This is so weird. I had someone comment and be like, well, I think she was being sarcastic and like making fun of Christine. And watching it in that light with all those weird ass facial expressions, 100% she's making fun of what everyone's, maybe they're not, I don't know, maybe she is, you know what, I just said 100%, I don't know, I could definitely see that being a thing where she's making fun of what everyone says about them, but then they actually go into like how they are soulmates, Kody. And again, Robin's lying ass comes in here and is like, yes, I did call him my soulmate, and you know, I was on camera. Great flashback. We get to the where she's like, like comes out of the oh, Cody's my soulmate, and I love him. Oh, I love him. And I saw this on Reddit. Christine also called Kody her soulmate in the book. Now, we could add a ghostwriter for that. I don't know if we did. but more people have called each other like their soulmates, and I think like the problem that the wives had was Kody started calling Robin his soulmate, and he ate that shit up. Like they like were that was their thing for each other, because he was not calling Christine his soulmate because he had that 1,000-yard stare when they got married and then went on a fucking honeymoon to the sticks of goddamn Montana. So I think they were just, Kody and Robin would just talk about how special their relationship is. And we kind of get this with Christine, and that's why I think she was constantly mentioning it when her and Kody were breaking up, that like they have that soulmate relationship. They're like da-da-da-da-da, whatever. And then we get the little tidbit of Kody telling us, yeah, no, like our kids, like, you know, they just like sometimes just stare at Robin and I. Then he puts his hands underneath chin and just goes, I just love stare. What did he say? Let me go back. Hold on. It's just so fun to watch, you guys. Said nobody ever. This shit is the fakest thing I've ever seen. Go back to your community theater fucking class, or better yet, middle school theater, because you guys suck at pretending that you guys have this awesome relationship, okay? Because you don't. Your relationship is so fake and so fucking phony. And I need to mention that the camera just like zooms in as all this is happening on like Kody's arm and his weird horse ring from David Yurman for like 6 seconds, and it's so shaky, and I'm just like, why did this happen like during this time? Is it to show like their like little horse rings are like their little thing, and that's like what they're doing? And it's just, this whole scene disgusted me. And if like, I feel like I didn't do it justice on here, so go watch my TikToks about it, because I really go in on them, because it's just so disgusting. Janelle is the one actually that calls Robin out on the, oh, so tired. Not low snoring. Janelle's the one that calls Robin out on being like, well, you grew up in a polygamous family, babe. Like, you know how devastating it is to act like your bond is better than everyone else's. Like, you know how that is. And, well, and then Janelle, again, queen energy. She's the only one that does not give a shit about Kody divorcing. She just wants to be done. She doesn't want to be petty. She doesn't want him back like Janelle or like Christine and Mary do. It's amazing. And I love seeing like the juxtaposition of all three of these women and their divorces and like how they're taking it. Because if everyone was like Janelle, we wouldn't have a show. So I love to make fun of them. But Janelle's how you divorce. He's trying to convince us that he feels devalued, in quotes, now that he's divorced thrice. And how I don't understand how Robin could, want me. And it's just like, get out of the fucking manosphere. You're not devalued. You got left because you sucked as a fucking husband and you catered to one wife. So keep catering to her and your relationship's gonna be just fucking fine. They stole my confidence. Ugh. Kody, you're just mad that these women don't want you anymore and got sick of your shit, and you just never thought they would leave you except for Mary. Like, he wanted Mary to go. He just is so shocked that Christine, who was obsessed. Okay, we're back with a charged camera. You guys, I swear the universe does not want me to make this podcast, and I hope it's not for bad reasons, because I just keep having fucking setbacks. God. Anyways, let's get back fucking to it. And I'm on the wrong notes, of course. I started recording my Patreon episode for season 1, episode 2. So look out for that, you guys. Okay, so let's go back to the farm with Christine, David, and Janelle, and Madison, and Caleb Brush. Again, so Christine is just trying to get at Kody. Again. And she's like, it's great that you're doing something with the property. You're actually going to do something with the property, because we bought property and did not do anything with it. We know. We've been following you guys around this fucking property for the past, 4 years plus, waiting for you to do something with it, and all we got done with is a fucking RV pad and a cistern and not a pond that was already there. Yeah, we know you don't do anything. And then Maddie wins this episode because she's like, I don't think Kody Bryan is capable of doing anything. He just talks a lot. Well, Now, okay, I was like, oh yeah, Maddie. Then I remembered in this little pea-sized brain of mine that they're still waiting on those permits, babe. They're now fucking using Maddie's backyard, okay, as Tata Farms instead. So this one's kind of backfiring on her, but Kody is not gonna be happy once he sees that. I want him to do a watch when they do the watchbacks. I need him to watch that too. Like I need them making fun of him earlier watching that and this, because he has FOMO, you guys, fear of missing out. And everyone's just doing stuff because they know I have that. Caleb's beard, I need to mention this because Caleb's beard looks fucking disgusting. And again, how old is this man? 65, because he has two long gray fucking hairs just coming out of it, looking horrifying. He looks so ugly. Again, I can't believe Madison fucks him. I would never. I could never. Not that I have a chance, but like I would never fuck a man that looked anything like that man. Okay, regardless. So we're on the property. It's like, like this doesn't come available that often. Okay, thanks, Janelle. And she tells us that she has put all of her eggs into this, so it has to work. Again, a little nervous because we know it's not working. And I just want to know what they are going to do with this property. Like, what else besides like a flower farm are you doing to generate revenue? Like farm animals, what are you guys doing? We find out that it was a pine farm for like over 150 years, maybe they said. I didn't take a note on that. So I don't know. We know how those Brown family businesses go, and Janelle goes, oh, it's about to be hella hard work. Oh, I sound like Samantha from Sex and the City. It was her saying that, like, it really caught me off guard too. Like I was like, what? Hella hard work? Like, who are you? Where'd you learn that, Janelle? Kody. So now we go to Robin being like, Kody and I like literally have done so much work so our relationship can survive. Like we literally had to push out the other women for like the past 10 years, Kody, and it's finally worked. But like I did have a problem with the way that he was treating me. Like I did have a problem, and I'm like, oh Kody, like you're being a little booty butthole. Oh, shut the fuck up. Why are you talking like that? You are an almost 50-year-old woman and you're saying the word butthole to describe someone? Just say asshole. Or what do they say? Jackwagon. Can you say jackwagon instead of butthole? Like that's disgusting. God. Now we get the whole talk of like, oh, like who you marry is literally like the biggest decision of your life. Like, you know, like my like your grandfather said, like you need to be with someone like at least 4 seasons. Like, you know what's happened with me and your father, who shall not be named. I mean, Kody is your daddy, you know, but the one, you know, Preston, like, okay. So she's telling us here that you need to be with someone for 4 seasons, but wasn't she the one bitching that she and Kody had such a long courtship, so long? It was like 9 months. Okay, so shouldn't, like, what? So your dad's telling you that, then you were bitching about it. Which one is it? I don't understand. And like these women are like indoctrinating, or not these women, this woman is indoctrinating their children to believe that a man is the end all be all and this is the most important part of your life and relationships are everything. Are you like, welcome to the 21st century, okay? Men should not be the center of your life. I think we've learned real fast that shit does not work. Nobody should be the center of your life but yourself, okay? And you should prioritize having relationships, not just romantic, with people that love you and care about you and have your best interests and have a career if you wanted to have a career. Not just be like, oh, like, you know, you need to know who you're going to marry because, like, it's so important. So it is important. It really is important. But so is finding yourself and being stable with who you are and loving yourself before finding a fucking partner. Like, look where that ended. Look where you guys ended up. Miserable. And now you're going to have to stick it out together because you can't walk back on the shit that you have caused everyone else and your kids. Disgusting. I hate that trope. I hate that people do that. It's disgusting to me. Kody gives us... So we're going to, like, rounding out the episode here. And I mentioned this before, but Kody gives us awesome toast. I think we have is really awesome. To Aurora. And he goes... Aurora, you're not doing what I wanted you to do. Again, making it about him fucking self. but you found the way that you wanted to. Cheers. What the fuck is this? What is this? And then my favorite part of the whole episode, fucking Areola takes that champagne, the fake champagne, and just throws it all the way down the fucking gullet. I'm like, bravo, Areola. Bravo. Really knowing how to do it. And like, again, she has like 1 second of camera time, but I'm eating that shit up. I loved it. Now, okay. Oh my God. I hate this. I don't even want to talk about it because it's so annoying to have Christine be like, oh, David, Christy or Janelle, maybe she has to go on Farmers Only. We met on a dating site, but like maybe she has to go on Farmers Only, right? Like, but she has to find herself first. No, she has to find herself first. Oh, Christine, shut up. Like, I get you want Janelle to do what you did and to like be happy, but she doesn't need to find a fucking man. Let her be. She doesn't have to do everything that you're doing, babe. Ugh. Okay, well that ends the episode, you guys. Thank you so much for following me and listening to this. Please don't give me anything less than 5 stars. I think I would be really upset and start crying and crash out even more if we did that. So if you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're watching on any podcast platform, please subscribe so you get the notifications for my show. Follow me over on TikTok at Badgalbrybryy. That's Brybryy with B-R-Y-Y. I love you guys, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.